Hello, and welcome to the What's Up London show. I'm your host, Jennifer Slay. Let's take a moment to acknowledge the lands on which we live. Here in London, Ontario, we live on the traditional lands of the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabeg, the Lenape, and the Shinanton peoples. I'm grateful to be able to live, to play, work, and rest on these lands. I'm also grateful and want to take a moment to acknowledge my ancestors for the sacrifices they have made so that I can be here with you today. Happy Black History Month. I hope you have been able to take the opportunity to attend a number of the different events focused on celebrating Black history here in London. Our first guests are from the London Black History Coordinating Committee, and they are here to share more about the various events that are happening this month. Please welcome Carl Cadogan and Lana Winchester Tucker. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Jen.
Hi, thank you very much
for having us.
Thank you.
So tell us about what's happening this month.
Well, this month, like every year, and last year was the first year that we did an event sort of in person, and we had an amazing turnout last year. So this year, we're trying to build on that. So our theme this year is building bridges, furthering the collective role of the Black community. So we want to kind of involve more people, and not just folks from the Black community, but people from across London. So that's really what we're trying to do this year.
Yeah, you know, educating and building that allyship is really important.
Yes, absolutely.
And so what are some of the different events that are going to be happening?
Well, we have the finished film on the AME Church, or what people call the Fugitive Slave Chapel. So we did a screening last year, but the film wasn't completed. So Anthony Sherwood finished the film in the last number of months, and we are screening that on, I think it's the 18th, Sunday the 18th, at Museum London. All of those events are free events for the family. We also we're working with Symphonia London. They are have an event, and let me just check my notes to get it correctly, but it's an event with the legacy of Black music. And that's an event that's happening on February the 24th at Metropolitan United Church, right across from City Hall. And that's going to be a great event. We have the Louis Corey Awards, which is in partnership with the police services, and that is one of those events that this year they've decided to move it to a larger venue, RBC Center, so we hope to have more people. It really recognizes youth, and it also involves youth getting the opportunity to work with the police during the summer as well.
And the library is having an event, or co-hosting an event.
Yes, so the London Public Library has been a long-standing partner with the LBHCC, and we plan an annual family celebration. We try to have it as close as possible to the weekend of Family Day. So this year it'll be on the 24th, February 10th. Change of location. It's usually held at the Central Library. This year we're trying something new. So we're bringing it to the Byron community. It'll be at the Byron Branch Library. And so families, it's an all day, but we have a mini concert that happens during the day. So the actual celebration starts at 10 a.m. and it goes right throughout. So during that time, families in attendance will be treated to song, dance, storytelling, instrumental music. We also plan to incorporate a hair braiding program. Our staff will be running a hair braiding program. It's called Hair Braiding 101. And we'll be teaching just one braiding technique, how to prep your hair for braiding, how to manage your hair while in braids and all that. Staff at London Public Library have also planned scavenger hunt. We'll have Afro-themed crafts, just different activities for the family to enjoy as a whole. So we're inviting everyone to come out. Just spend some time. Of course, there'll be food. So just spend some time at the library. We love having persons come visit us, coming through our doors, seeing everything that we have to offer. So this is just the library's way of partnering with the LBHCC to celebrate Black History Month in the city.
Awesome. And if people need more information, they can go onto the website and find out about all of the different events that are happening.
Yes.
Most of our events will be promoted on our social media pages for now. So we're asking people to just follow us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, everything will be listed there. They'll see all the performers that we're having, everything will be listed there.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Your happy place. Easy 1013, the perfect music mix.
Carbon monoxide is a deadly gas you can't see, smell, or taste.
Homes with fuel-burning appliances and/or attached garages must have working CO alarms installed outside all sleeping areas.
Don't let the silent killer get you. Install working CO alarms today.
Welcome to Treat Yourself.
Our family used to be so fun. Now my brother takes care of me. I miss Mom and Dad being around more. Mom says things are going to get better.
Welcome back. Our next guests just happen to be my business partners for a business called All Women Lead, an organization that works to provide education, support, and inspiration for leaders who identify as women all over the world. We have a big event coming up in March that hosts Melissa Maloney and Courtney Hance want to tell us all about. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Thanks, Jen.
So tell us about the event and tell us about All Women Lead. Maybe we should start with All Women Lead.
Sure, I can start with that. So All Women Lead is a women's empowerment organization. So we focus on empowerment, leadership, emotional intelligence, all the great things that help women step into their leadership. We also define leadership very broadly, where leadership is anybody who has influence over somebody else. So it's not that you have to be a C-suite or own your own business or one of those things. It's really just about anybody who's influencing others, and we're encouraging and creating a community of women coming together to support each other. Allies always welcome, but definitely our focus is on creating a network of women who are helping each other rise.
Awesome. And there's going to be a big event to help just do that, right?
There most certainly is. It's called Achieve. It's celebrating International Women's Day. We could not be more excited. It's on March 4th from 8 a.m. till 12:30 at RBC Place, London. And it's selling out quickly.
Yeah.
And we're like, it's just fast and furious right now. And we're so excited because we have the most amazing lineup of speakers with Soraya and Mo and Francois and, well, Julie Black is coming. So that's going to be really excellent. And with our facilitator, Mojde Cox, we're so excited for what's to come with lots of entertainment. And we'll have DJ Zara there, and we'll have Mary Lou Smoke. And so it's so much stuff happening.
It's
like
so much,
networking, prizes, and all the things.
Yeah.
You won't want to miss it.
Yeah. So, and we kind of stepped up this year, right? Because it's 500 people.
Yes.
RBC Place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely our largest event that we have had. We are looking to be from RBC Place. I'm told we will be the largest women's event in London's history. So we're very excited about that. And yeah, everything's been elevated this year. So we'll have vendors this year, which we've not had since our original event in 2019 or 2020, I guess. But so we'll have vendors, for the most part, all women-owned businesses as well, that will be spotlighting. Like Courtney mentioned, there's networking. Build those relationships, which is really what we're trying to do. We definitely have people. I was talking to somebody yesterday. They're coming in from Ridgetown, so it's not just going to
who shouldn't be there? No, really and truthfully, as Mel defined, leaders, and let's also realize we want allies there too. So really and truthfully, this is an empowerment event. This is about International Women's Day. Everybody should be there, and it's not refined to just London-based businesses or people. We're going global. This is a hybrid event, so we are, obviously going to be welcoming some people in virtually, and that's going to be fantastic as well.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And so the networking portion, because sometimes, you go to a networking event and, it's the traditional, here's my card. What's it going to be like at this event?
So we always try and put a little bit of a spin on it. So we try and do something just a little bit different. We almost give you homework as you when we break into the networking session, because we really do want people to make true connections. And we've all been to those networking events where it's that awkward pause where you're like, let me just sneak into this conversation. And so we don't want it to be that. So we really work to create almost an experience of the networking. So we'll be giving you a little bit of an assignment for the networking portions. And we also network virtually as well. So for anyone who is joining us online, we always have a networking component for the online joiners as well, because we truly want the hybrid experience to be an experience.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here. And I'll see you March 4th.
We certainly hope so, Jen.
We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Wednesdays are for the Nationals. Watch live coverage of the London Nationals' home schedule on Rogers TV. Catch the action Wednesday nights at 7 p.m.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mario Elia, host of Keeping London Healthy here on Rogers TV. Join us Wednesdays at 6:30, where we discuss health topics relevant to you and bringing on experts in the field to give you the best, most up-to-date information. See you then.
Thursday.
Most people that have received treatment for drug use problems are probably going to have a lapse.
Join addictions counselor Dean Anderson for Invisible, Breaking Through the Stigma of Addiction, on Rogers TV.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. Smoking weed affects reaction time and concentration. A message from MAD Canada.
Welcome back. Our next guest was here last year to educate us about the real estate market. And she's back today to tell us about how the economy has affected sellers and the fear that buyers are currently having. She will share about the shift in the market and the key points that buyers need to be aware of and consider before jumping into the market. Please welcome broker of record with Shrine Realty Brokerage Limited, Tina Kothari. Hello, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Jennifer, for having me over.
No problem. Thanks for coming back.
My pleasure.
So, tell us, the economy has shifted so much over the last year or so. So tell us a little bit about what that means for the real estate market.
Yes, indeed, the economy shifted 360 degree. Things are different in year 2022 and year 2024. We are in a totally different dynamic right now. Economy has made a significant impact on real estate market. We have seen a significant spike in the property valuation, and we have experienced a significant downfall in a very quick speed for the property valuation at the same time, for which a lot of buyers and sellers were not even prepared for. And what the buyers have faced in this kind of market is they bought something when the market was hot, they paid some valuation, and they had the calculation of their mortgage payment per month, and now during the renewal time, they are really having tough time to meet the ends. And the property valuation has gone significantly down by 20 to 25% as per data, and inflation is high. Cost of living is high for regular groceries and gas and stuff like that. So there is a real struggle out there for the people who have bought in the hot market and not being aware of the calculation at that point of time. And also the other impact, the other way to look at it is for the sellers, because sellers have very high expectations when the market was hot. So coming to the reality and be aware of what the valuation is right now, it's hard for people to digest and get used to of the new lifestyle, new calculation in their day-to-day life.
Yeah, definitely. So what are things that people can do? Like for many people, when they're doing that renewal that you're talking about and the interest rates have gone up so much, so their monthly mortgage is higher, a lot of people think the only thing they can do is, well, I have to sell. Are there other things, or are there things that they should be aware of when they're getting ready to sell?
Yes, so there are two things they can do at that point of time. Obviously, the mortgage expert can guide them more in their calculation, but not necessarily selling would be the only option or the good option for them, depending upon what price they bought the property at and what time of the year they bought it at. Because we have seen people buying at a very hot market. So even if they put it up right now for sale, they will not even get the valuation what they paid for. Forget about the profit, right? They cannot even pay the cost of the realtor or any expert that they are hiring to help them out throughout the process. Perhaps they are literally in the loss. So if that is the situation you are dealing with, it would be more advisable to renew your mortgage, or maybe refinance, get the second lending, blended mortgage. There are a lot of options out there, and any mortgage advisor can guide them thoroughly. But my best advice to those people would be, if you really don't have to sell, and if you are in the loss, like literally, I'm talking about 50 to 70,000 or even more loss on paper you're paying out of your pocket. So when the seller reach out to me nowadays, my first question to them is generally, when did you buy this property? Year. And that literally gives me number in my mind, like, at what valuation they would have bought the property and what kind of market they bought it. And number two, why you want to sell it. Selling is not bad, obviously. You are definitely making profit if you bought at a decent price. But you need to know the reason why they are selling the property, And apart from that, there are a lot of factors you need to be mindful when you are putting your property up there for sale. Would be decluttering is very important. Those days are gone when you put it up for coming soon and you get the quick sale and above asking, things have gone. This is the real market. I say real estate is like based on economy, demand, and supply. But in normal real estate business, and being a seasoned realtor, I can say the normal time is 3 to 4 months to sell property about 1.2 million or any big pocket properties, or anything lower in that price range, like 500 to 700K, you're looking month or 2 months turnaround time. So being mindful of the fact that the property will be in the market for a bit longer period than the quick sell. And you need to know what are the features of your property other than the square footage, other than the upgrade. You need to know about the location perks that the property is bringing up, right? Some properties are in the rental neighborhood. You have a showcase for the investors. Some properties are close to Highway 401, so you're targeting a different market altogether. Some properties are backing onto the ravine, privacy. A lot of people like that.
There's so much.
There's so much out there,
and you are so knowledgeable that I think that people should give you a call because you're going to tell them the truth, and that's what's important with regards to a realtor. You want them to be able to tell the hard truths sometimes.
Absolutely, yeah. So, reality check is very much important, and overall being mindful of the valuation is very important too.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for having me.
No problem. We'll be right back.
October 5th, 2014, my daughter was hit by a train. She was walking along the sides of the tracks, and it shattered her world.
I was born and raised in Musqueam First Nation territory by my mother, who spoke Hunkaminam to me. As a child, I ceased using my mother tongue, as to use any language other than English was considered not being Canadian, so I was told. The old people came to me in a dream and reminded me of who I am and where I come from. I have reawakened. My roots are strong, and I'm no longer a silent speaker. My language tells me where I'm from. It defines me and guides me to teach others to learn and understand our culture and traditions. A gift for those in the present and the unborn generations. What was lost is found. What was asleep has awakened. My blood is here, and I am complete. I have returned home.
Think before you say it. Don't wind up like me.
A jailbird.
Imprisoned by your tongue. Doing 1 to 3.
Is that with good behavior?
You got
Welcome back. Valentine's Day is coming up. And what better way to celebrate than to take a loved one to a sophisticated night with a look at the great songbook of the legendary Frank Sinatra. A Taste of Sinatra is performed by the Jasmine Orchestra, an 8-piece group led and award-winning frontman Scott Bullard. The ensemble features music conductor, keyboardist John Broxham, and will guest star female vocalist Christine Renee. The group celebrates the unique stylings of the iconic crooner with many of the recognizable hit after hits, such as Under My Skin, New York, New York, Witchcraft, That's Life, and My Way. Please welcome frontman for A Taste of Sinatra, Scott Bullard. Hello.
Hello, and thank you for having me.
No problem. Thanks for being here. So tell us about this event.
The way you look tonight, like you said, obviously is the Valentines Show that we've actually been doing. We did a lot of them years back there prior to the chaos over the last few years, but we're back at the Aeolian Hall again, which is nice to be back. Again, we have the 8-piece, like as mentioned, and yeah, so it's an orchestra style show in one of the most beautiful halls for sound that we have, especially in London, Ontario, and actually a lot of people have said it's even for Southwestern Ontario. So, but it's nice to be back and doing it, and yeah, we're really excited about being back.
Yes, and you have people that are joining you, some singers that are joining you.
Yeah, so John Broxham actually, as you know, started the group with me. He was the music director and the keyboardist. Him and I started the jazz band about 12 years ago. And then we've also featured many different artists, including a guest vocalist that does a female vocalist that does the Nancy Sinatra side. So we get into like the, Something Stupid, and then we do a little bit of duets back and forth with some of the Fly Me to the Moon and things like that. So it's always nice to have, it adds a little character. And again, the Nancy Sinatra side of it too, for what they did with Frank, what she did with Frank, obviously was enlightened, especially the sort of romance too, even though it was his daughter, but it was still a romantic song. So
right. Oh, it sounds exciting. And so tell us a little bit about the band.
Made up of a lot of artists from around Southwestern Ontario. We have three. This particular here has a 6-piece, so it'd be 3 horns, percussion, and rhythm section. And John obviously leads that. And it's basically we've done it a few different ways. We've gone 4-piece, 6-piece, and sort of bigger than that. But it sounds amazing in this hall.
Yeah.
So I can't tell people enough about that. How great the hall sounds. So like I said, we're excited to be back on that sound.
So when's the event? Where you said Aeolian?
Yeah. So tickets are available online. They're $35 in advance, and. At Aeolian Hall on Dundas Street here, part of beautiful Old East Village. And it's Friday, February 16th. And doors open at 7, show starts at 8.
Nice. Awesome. And it's a 2-hour, 3-hour show? How?
It's usually we do 2 big sets with a break in the middle for everybody to, to go to the bar or do what they want to do. And and it doesn't matter whether or not you want to bring your sweetheart or even just a group of friends. It's going to be a wonderful night, and it's always nice to see everybody excited about such a great performer, and that we enjoy to perform his music.
So why do you like Sinatra?
That's a good one, and it's got to do with my dad and my grandfather. Okay. So it was always something nostalgic and something classy, and my dad talked about my grandfather in that way, right? So My Way was a song that I think a lot of people can recognize, right? All ages can recognize that song as something that everybody always says, when I go someday, they're going to play that at my funeral, right? And so that's one thing for me. So, and it always became just the way that the stylings and the way that he was and the phrasing and stuff like that, it stuck with me, and I really enjoyed it. And it comes out in every style of music that I perform too. I mean, it comes out in the rock side when I perform that way too. So, but there's just something about it. It's just the way he holds a note, things like that.
Well, we're going to be ending this episode with a clip of you singing and doing your thing. So thank you so much for being here, Scott.
Thanks, Jen, for having me, and everybody here at Rogers. Beautiful.
Thank you. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you for watching and for listening. I encourage you to support the efforts of our guests by liking, commenting, and sharing this episode of What's Up London with your friends, your family, and your networks. Please visit our guests' websites and social media pages and plan to attend to their events. Until I see you again, please be safe, be kind, and be the change that you want to see in the world. And take a look at Scott performing.
Love's not free, cool, wind in her hair, life without care. She's broke, but it's okay. Hey, it's California, it's so cold and it's damp. That's why the lady, that is why the lady is a tramp. Thank you very much.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
Get your local sports fix with Going for Two, a show focused on sports and athletes from London and the surrounding area.
I was so impressed with the evolution of the fan bases, the uniforms, the play calling, the overall play from the players. I couldn't believe that was the same league that we played in when we were younger.
Going for Two, Thursdays at 6 p.m.